You guys. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about narcissism, and demons, and how narcissists are demons. Like the term narcissist, you know, that doesn't really do justice to the actual nature of these demons, you know, because narcissism is far more treacherous and diabolical than just, an individual, having grandiose delusions about themselves, and being selfish and egotistical, and all that, it's very much, it's way deeper than that. We're dealing with demons that have an agenda to pollute the world, society, with Luciferian ideology and practices, and individuals like myself that won't stand for that are a direct threat to their agenda. And they're the majority. And even though they're the majority, that doesn't mean that they have the power. You see, we have the power. They fear us realizing how much power that we have. And that's why, they put so much time and effort into trying to suppress us and persecute us and make our lives as hard as possible, as difficult as possible. Financially, making sure that we don't have any, friends or family to support us and back us, and it's all strategical. It's all by design, They operate using a hive mind. They see what we see. They hear what we hear. Okay? But the one thing that they can't do is tap into our higher selves. You see? That's in the spirit realm. And our higher selves have infinite wisdom. And these demons, narcissists, gang stalkers, whatever you want to call them, think they're playing a game, and that they're ahead of the game. And but they know they've already lost, but they play it like, they're already ahead and that they've already won, and they got a handle on everything. But they don't, because they realize that we're unpredictable. Take, for instance, the Truman Show. There was a brother that uploaded a video that I'm subscribed to yesterday. He uploaded a video of the Truman Show in relation to gang stalking. And as that's one of my favorite movies, of all time, because I could always relate to it, especially before I came to the realization that I wasn't the only person dealing with this spiritual warfare that's been termed gang stalking. But in the scene that the brother uploaded, Truman was in the car with his wife, who was, a narcissist. She didn't love him. And Truman had, picked up on the systematic, the way that the people in his town were basically, systematically doing things. It was all just by design, and but the thing that really stood out to me is that Truman said he was going to be spontaneous. And when he was spontaneous, he threw, the gang stalkers or whatnot, the people of the town that were all in on it. He threw them off because he was spontaneous. And he went outside of his regular routine. And see, that's directly related to our higher self. Okay? Because, and that's a very important thing too. Very significant, and it's vital during the spiritual warfare. And that is to connect to our higher selves. Because our higher selves know everything. Our higher selves have foresight. I believe that our higher selves have already been there and done that. Have already experienced this spiritual warfare. And they're in the future, so to speak. And our higher selves are trying to connect to us and allow us to be able to be spontaneous like Truman was, and throw them off. And I've done this on several occasions, and to me it's quite fun, because they want to play a game or whatnot, and I really don't entertain it because I don't, entertain demons. But at the same time, it's for me, it's interesting, to see how they're not powerful at all. It's just that they have the numbers. It's a lot of them, and it's the it's being unaware of what's really going on. Because they hit you with the they try to turn your life upside down and put you in confusion, in a state of confusion. But once you really realize what's going on, and you connect to your higher self, and you're spontaneous, and you don't play the game, you just go about your life. You just be. But at the same time, you acknowledge that they're trying to play a game with you. And not only that, they're trying to siphon your life force energy. And they want you to kill yourself. So once you take all this into account and you consider all of this, and you're on a higher level of awareness, and you look at things from a different perspective. You stop feeling like a victim and realize that you're a divine spiritual being, and that they're below you. Literally, they're below you. They're below us. And you realize that. And you stop allowing them to dictate how you behave and where you go and what you do. And you just do what you want to do. That throws them off. Because what they try to do is they try to, back you into a corner. And they try to isolate you. And they try to make you apprehensive about where you want to go next. For instance, say, you want to go to the store or whatnot, and you're apprehensive about going because, more than likely, once you get to that destination, say you're going to a store, once you get to that store, you're going to have a mob of gang stalkers or demons, and they're going to give you crazy looks, and they're going to be rude to you. So you may not go. Or if you go, you may be in a haste. So switch it up, you know. Go ahead and go. Don't be apprehensive about anything, and realize that you're divine and they're below you, and they need you. They need your life force energy. You see, they're dependent on us, and not only that, they fear us. They fear us. But not only that, when you get to that store and they try to mob you, and they're looking at you crazy and being rude, put this in your mind and on your heart and say, you know what, we already won, and they fear me. And their rudeness is only a projection. You know, it's only a projection of how they truly feel inside, because they know they're inferior to us, you know. And when you take all this into, to account and realize this, you don't allow yourself to fall into the misconception and misperception that you're inferior and that you're worthless. And once you empower yourself and step into your own power and realize this, they feel it, they'll see it, they will know it, and they back down. And what I do, when I'm out and I see them, looking at me crazy and trying to anchor me, and I laugh. I laugh at them. I look right at them and I laugh, and I see the defeat in their faces. And it's a beautiful thing to know that I don't have to be violent. I don't have to curse them out. I don't have to stoop down to the level and be evil, because that's their frequency. That's their vibration. I'm above that. I'm evolved. They're under-evolved. They haven't evolved. They've devolved, and they continue to devolve until to the point that they're non-existence, to the point they're not even a consciousness. They're just energy. And I realize that now. So I just hope, you guys can follow me, with everything I'm saying right now, because we don't have to be evil, or get revenge in order to get justice. It's like the snake eating its own tail, and that's their symbol, So let them wither away. They're gonna kill themselves off, So it is what it is, Just love yourself, appreciate life, appreciate the universe and the creators. You're the creators. We came back. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Buddhist. I'm not a Muslim. I'm me. I am. And I came back along with my brothers and my sisters, my soul family, to bring natural order back to this earth, our Mother Earth, who is a spirit, who is alive and conscious, and she's ready for these demons to depart from her body, because this earth is her body. All right? And we got to respect that and acknowledge that. And watch my videos on nature, and connecting with nature. And I show you guys, how nature is intelligent. All right? So we got to respect that. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. But I love you guys, and keep your heads up. All right? Blue Jay. Peace.